What's up, my friends? How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am. Well, I say I am. I personally am doing good. The weather outside sucks, though, because it is pouring down rain. I can hear it beating on the window. Hope you guys can. So, anyway, guys, today we're going to finish up our discussion of the invasion of the Body Snatchers from the original to the latest version, the latest remake, The Invasion, with Nicole Kidman and Daniel Craig. I know I said in the first video I thought it came out in like 2013, and I said we'd find out what year it came out together. So, guys, I was way off. Samsonite, 2007. That's when The Invasion was made with Nicole Kidman and Daniel Craig. And guys, my kid was sick. He was out of school, and he was at home, and so I popped this in, and we started watching it. I watched it on a physical copy because I can't find it streaming anywhere, so I bit the bullet and bought a cheap Blu-ray copy. So this was basically, my oldest son watched it with me. He's 12, and he dug it. He thought it was cool. He liked it. He's never seen any of the other ones. He's never seen Donald Sutherland. He's never seen the original black and white from '56. He's never seen those. So this was his first experience with the invasion of the Body Snatchers. And he really enjoyed it. He said, when the movie was over, he said, "Dad, I really liked that movie. That was a good movie." And so he liked it, but he's not watching it from a technical standpoint of cinematography and direction and set design and all that kind of stuff. He's not watching it for that. He's literally just watching it for the story and the visuals, right? So he dug it. I, on the other hand, thought it was one of the weaker entries in the series, okay? So we have Nicole Kidman. She has a son. Her estranged husband, takes the son on the weekends. The way the alien parasite gets to Earth in this one, I thought was really well. It was actually well explained. It was more explained than any of the other ones. In the first film, I think the aliens is just like, ooh, it's a mystical dust that comes over the Earth. And then in the 1978 one, they're like little seeds. The seeds come down to Earth. They're like and they have these little buds, and people pick the buds and it gets them, right? And then in Body Snatchers from '93, there's just pods. I don't even remember how they got to Earth. I don't even think they explained how they got to Earth. They may have, and I just was totally disengaged and didn't realize they had told us. But in this one, I thought it was really unique because there's a space shuttle accident, which is very believable. We've had a couple of those. So there's a space shuttle accident, and this bacteria from space comes down on the debris. So when you pick it up and it touches your skin, it almost like cuts you or burns you and gets into you, and then it starts rewriting your DNA. Genius. I thought that was great storytelling, right? And then we have, Nicole Kidman. She notices changes in people and stuff like that, and she winds up discovering some things. She takes a sample to Daniel Craig, who is her scientist friend. He takes it to Jeffrey Wright, who is one of his scientist friends, and they figure out, oh, this stuff's rewriting human DNA, yada, yada, yada. And, then we get into these, car chases with people trying to get them. We get into chases with, foot chases, subway chases, all this kind of stuff. And, I mean, that's good, and that's fun, but there was no substance in that. I never felt a sense of fear or dread. I mean, sure, there was plenty of intensity, and there was plenty of hollering and running, and a lot of shit was happening, but no story was really being told other than there's alien bacteria. We have to find a way to, stop it. Then another thing I didn't like was, so in the other Body Snatcher movies, the ending is very noir. It's very hopeless, right? It's like, oh God, everybody's changed. What do I do? It's a lot of that. So the endings are very desperate. There's a lot of desperation and hopelessness at the end. This was like, oh, well, we got to make the audience so we can't leave them feeling bad. So what they did was they said, okay, well, we're going to have it where it's a bacteria. And so what do we do for when we get sick with bacterial infections? We come up with an antivirus or an antibiotic, right? And so we have that. But then how do we get that? We have to find somebody who's immune. And so, the story takes that turn, but I think that that's kind of a cop-out. And it's kind of a cheap way to end the movie, Make it hopeless. Make it where, everything has changed and Nicole Kidman's running around like Alice in at the end of the first Resident Evil. And she's like, they're all changed. There's no one left, something to give it that desperation and that hopelessness. They don't do any of that. And to me, that takes away from the ending of the otherwise decent movie. You know what I mean? And those are the things that really made me kind of look at it in a different light and be like, for it being an Invasion of the Body Snatchers remake, it had no substance to it. Like I said before, there was nothing at stake. And again, especially feeling that and then seeing the cop-out of the climax of the film, I was just like, yeah, I can't do it. So overall, after watching it, I'm going to give it 2.5 stars out of 5. It's not streaming anywhere, guys. If you want to watch it, you're going to have to either rent a physical copy, go to your local library. I highly recommend that if you're looking for movies to watch. Got to keep the libraries in business, brother. But anyway, go there. Maybe they have it there. Maybe they don't. But I had to watch it on a physical copy. Again, I bought a cheap Blu-ray off Amazon. But, again, if you're going on this journey with me and you want to watch all the Invasion of the Body Snatcher movies and remakes and whatnot, then by all means, check this one out. It's worth your time, at least to finish the journey. And that's it, guys. I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I just hit my hand on my desk and that hurt. And so thanks so much, guys. I love y'all. Peace out and God bless.